Morning, everybody. My name is Mauro Pagliarini. I am an electrical system expert. I work in the Certification Directorate. So this certification memorandum is the CM-Electrical Systems 004. It's about the electromagnetic compatibility, in particular, the methods that we find acceptable to demonstrate the electromagnetic compatibility on an aircraft. It has been issued on June this year. The electromagnetic compatibility is not something new. It's the requirements addressing the electromagnetic compatibility demonstration are in for all the products being there since long time. I mentioned here the main ones for the various categories, and what is the task is to demonstrate that the electrical and electronic systems that are installed in the aircraft can operate simultaneously or when intended without interfering one to each other. In particular, for safety authorities, it is essential that the systems that are needed for safe flight and landing, required by certification or for operational rules, can operate safely without being interfered from any other systems on the aircraft. To be clear, for EMC demonstration, we intended the inter-system demonstration of the system in the aircraft, so to exclude potential EMI electromagnetic interference among them. It is not in this scope the potential interference from external sources that are addressed by other requirements and guidance. Who can benefit from this CM? Mainly, it addresses aircraft applicants from TC, for TC, major changes STCs, but also equipment manufacturers could benefit of the guidance provided, because the qualification of the equipment and component from an electromagnetic perspective is important and relevant for the demonstration at aircraft level. The content, basically, it recognizes the EUROCAE standard ED248, Guide to Civil Aircraft Electromagnetic Compatibility, as a guidance that we accept and find suitable and useful for the applicants to develop their strategy and approach to accomplish the EMC demonstration. On top of that, there is also a reference to other guidance offered by our materials, AMCs, or sections of different standards that were used in the past and already existing. However, the ED248 is the guidance that's more comprehensive in terms of electromagnetic compatibility. So it is technically identical to the SAE ARP 60493. It is the first real standard dealing with EMC in the civil aviation. What was done before or in alternative to its use. So there were already methods and practices that were enough consolidated in the civil aviation, and based on experience, good design, and the EMC design is something that is performed also outside the aviation. And the strategy was and is so far, if this guidance is not used, agreed on a case-by-case basis. The methodics are more or less always the same, so credit from qualification, but good design review, but above all, testing at aircraft level. And the extent of this demonstration can depend on the complexity of the application. of course. What it is an added value of this standard is that, first of all, there is a standardized method that we can agree. It facilitates the agreement of the strategy and approach, and it defines a kind of proportionality and the level of rigor depending on the complexity of the application of the project. So the content are, okay, I will speed up. So, content, it gives a good background, what the electromagnetic compatibility is, and some historical, which kind of test can be done at aircraft level, in which cases, and what we find of more value is which can be defined as a simple project, so that reduced or more limited scope of the demonstration can be sufficient to ensure adequate compliance to the requirements. So it's not something that we mandate, but it is something that we consider a good guidance and allows to find an agreement on the strategy in an easier way instead of discussing case by case. As I said, there are also references to other guidance that are, however, either more general. For example, in this case of this AMC, there is a highlight on the kind of threats to be investigated in particular, but not really methods. Or for, in the case of the DO 313, methods that are also endorsed in the ED 248 that are specific for non-essential systems. So systems that are non-essential for safe flight and landing, but can be cause of EMI for aircraft systems. So this purpose is also to give a kind of compendium of what there is on the table in terms of guidance about EMC. It is, of course, available in the internet. This is the link.